Hey guys, you are all well? In this video, I'm going to talk in English because this video's topic is about speaking in English. So, there are many students in our country who feel that they know how to read or how to write, they understand English while hearing it in the movies, or someone if they are talking to them in English they really understand everything, but when it comes to speaking they fail miserably. They think that they are the worst in English, they just understand but cannot speak, nothing comes out of their mouth, they cannot find enough words to continue their conversation. These are the problems that we as Bangladeshi students feel. This is not a good sign. Like when you are when you are able to read, write, listen and understand English but you cannot speak it, that is the time when you need to realize the fact that every other thing is useless. Whatever you are able, it doesn't matter how able you are while reading or writing or listening or understanding, if you can't speak, if you cannot express yourself, if you cannot just make sure the person standing or sitting in front of you understands you and you can express what you feel through their language, then what is the use of your English knowledge, your grammar knowledge, and even if you understand what they're saying does not matter because you cannot re-express yourself in front of them. So the first thing that you must understand and realize that if you can understand English, you must be able to speak English as well. Now there are many students who feel that I don't have anyone to speak with me. I don't know. I think it's all about practice. I cannot practice with anyone because there are no one in my family who speaks good English, or there is no friend of mine who can speak good English. You know what, guys? I also don't have any friend who can speak good English. Will it stop me from learning or speaking English? No. I speak it by myself. I speak it all alone when I'm at home. There's no one. I speak to myself. I speak in front of the mirror. I speak with my sister. I speak with my parents. They understand it. They might not be able to speak as good as me, but they do understand it. So that is how I do it, and I practice it and I learn it, and day by day I'm improving my English. I'm not saying I'm the best person, I'm best at English. I'm not saying I'm really good while speaking in English. You see, there are many problems while I'm speaking. I might be doing many grammatical mistakes. I'm not as fluent as an American or an Indian, but does that stop me from doing and practicing it? No. I am practicing it. Like in this video, I'm making a lot of mistakes. I know. Am I looking like a cringe person while speaking English? Maybe. But is it stopping me? No. Am I feeling shamed? No. Am I regretting? No. Because I know that is how improve, that is how develop, that is how you can be better. There's no other way than to practice English, to improve your vocabulary, to improve your accent, to improve your confidence level. Confidence is a big factor while speaking English because you might know a lot of things, you might know how to speak, you might know a lot of words in your mind, but you're not confident enough. You're feeling ashamed, you feel it might be cringy, you feel you're afraid of the fact that if you say something wrong people will laugh, and that is how you never start. There should be a moment when you start. There should be a starting point and then an improving point and an end point. If I speak, like, can you imagine if I speak English 24/7, like for 365 days, I'll be a pro at English. And nobody's telling you to just speak in English like 24/7. Speak it at least 30 minutes with someone. If there's no one, talk to yourself. Talk to Siri. There are people who use iPhones, there are people who use Androids. There are many AI generated speaker whom you can speak with them, listen to podcasts, listen to interviews, listen to people who is speaking good English. You cannot just sit here and say, oh, I don't know how to speak English, and do nothing about it. Why you don't have to do anything? You must do anything about, you must do something about it, right? Otherwise you are just regretting what? That you don't try? Being afraid of what? That people will laugh at you? Doesn't people laugh at you now that you cannot speak English? Do you even feel the need of speaking good English at 21st century, and if you're planning to go abroad and you are just practicing for IELTS, do you think that is the end point? When you go outside and speak and you have to speak good English, it will take at least a year to actually understand them, the peoples, and the way they speak, their accent. But if you can speak it from now and you go to a country, they'll be respecting you. They'll be respecting you. They won't be like treat you like shit. They will treat you like shit if you can't speak good English. So it's not about going abroad or not, it's about yourself, it's about your own improvement. When you can speak English, when you can express yourself, it doesn't matter how good you speak or how bad you speak, doesn't matter. Grammar doesn't matter in this at this point. All it matters is if you can express yourself or not, if you can keep continuing conversating with another person or not. And at the end of the day, this is what matters. This is all that matters. You speak bad, you make a lot of mistakes, you don't know any grammar, you don't know much vocabulary, but you need to start somewhere, do something to make yourself compatible. You're sitting crying that you understand English and you don't know how to speak, and you're doing nothing about it, makes you nothing else than uh, attention seeker. There were times when I could not really speak anything. There were times when I did not know how to speak in English. But then I said, this is not how I'm going to continue my life. This is not how I will be imagining myself in 10 years. And look what, now I can speak English, at least I try to. I try to express myself, and I think I'm better than most people whom I know. And that is how you be confident. And when you are confident, when you know that no one can make you feel uncomfortable, or no one can make you feel cringy, no one can make you feel look like a loser, then you try and you don't afraid of failing, because in English, in learning, there is no failing or winning. You just learn. Even if you win, you learn. Even if you fail, you learn. So you have to learn you have to start learning at some point. Otherwise, what are you doing, guys? If not now, then when? So yeah, there are many ways to learn English. As I say, talk to yourself, talk to in the mirror. You watch YouTube videos, watch movies, watch podcasts. Podcast is one of the best option to learn English, guys. I'm telling you, when you listen to people talking in English and expressing themselves, you get to learn more about how to express through English, through a language, than to watching some movies, because movies are just the same dialogues, the same expressions. But on podcasts, when they talk about their own life and own journey, you can literally learn the flow of how you speak, how you express yourself, and the way you put words while saying something. So these are the things that makes you look like, yeah, you know English. There are certain way of speaking, there are certain words that you put while speaking that makes you feel more knowledgeable. So yeah, that is how you do it. So guys, start from now, start from today, because now is the time, today is the time. There's no going back. Be brave, be confident, do mistakes, and learn more, because you are your own mentor. If you don't motivate yourself, if you don't try by yourself, no one will help you. Hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye.